The unit that I'm wearing today is one I created yesterday. It's been bleached twice by myself, and it's been colored by my in-house stylist Kelly. I've told you guys about her before. She colored the hair from Lovely Hair. I was really dying to get some grey hair and just try it out. So I gave her the unit, the bundles, and she colored it for me as well as the closure. And when I received it, I made the wig. If a client brings me their own hair, she will generally be responsible for coloring it for you, and she has several years of experience working in salons and managing salons, and she's based in Stockholm. So even if you're not looking to make a wig, I would recommend you, if you're going to color your bundles, to contact her and basically get a quote for how much it would cost to do the specific color you want, and she'll do it for you. But generally I am so swamped with orders right now and my work that I don't have time to do all of the coloring myself. I can color, but she's better than me because she has that experience and she has those tools. Hi everybody, so nice to be back again, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry that I've been gone for 2 weeks now. There's just been a lot of orders that I've had to make, and there hasn't been much time to come to YouTube and make a video for you, and I'm really sorry about that, but that's about to change now. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to make your extensions last longer by sealing them using Prim Fraycheck, for example, or if you're in Swedish, it's called Tiglim. It's a fabric glue that you can use to stop your extensions from shedding. Because one of the main issues with the longevity of extensions are, no matter how well made they are, you will always lose strands whenever you brush, comb, or go through the hair in general. But with my wigs, for every unit that I make, I always make sure that I seal the wefts to reinforce them even more, and then I don't sew through the wefting itself. Those two things will help you maintain your hair extensions a lot longer, but also if you have it on a unit, it makes it last beyond those 2 years. What tends to happen is, if you're going to lose 5 to 10 hair strands every time you comb the hair, brush it, or style it, then before 12 months is over, you will notice that the hair is thinning out. And that's that point that most people tend to get rid of the hair or add some more extensions in the units. But in order to avoid that and make sure that what you're investing your money in lasts a very long time, is to do that prep work and make sure you seal the wefts before you even make a unit. Now, I know a lot of wig makers don't offer that service, but obviously I do, because I believe that it's not really the fact that people should buy wigs constantly, but if you give them a product that they've saved up their money and paid for, then it should last them a very long time. And I do this in many ways. I use certain caps that don't lose their form when I make wigs. I'll make a video about that in the future. I just think that this is a precaution. Sealing your wefts is a precaution that everybody should really do. Whether you're doing weave, or whether you're doing wigs, or you're doing a U-part, whatever it may be, make sure you seal your units. It's a simple fact that you can do it at home. You can buy the product, you can do it at home, in the safety of your home, in the comfort of your home, and just ensure that when you go to your weavologist, you've already done that prep work. It's very simple. It's not complicated at all. I'm preparing to sew a unit today, and the unit is made with hair from a hair company in Sweden called Lux Harrius. Their information will be in the information bar. But before I make the unit and do the hair review on this, I always go through and seal the wefts of the hair. So I thought, whilst I'm prepping that, why not just come on here, put on some makeup, put on some nice clothes, have a shower, and show you how I'm going to be sealing these bundles. I've got 3 bundles from Lux Harrius that I'm going to make a unit out of. So whilst I prep the hair and seal it, I thought, let me just show you guys how I do. If you're making wigs with Impressive Wigs by WEFTS, which is my company, then I automatically will seal the wefts for you. If you're sending me your own hair, then I will give you that option. Do you want me to deep condition the hair, co-wash it, and seal it? If you say yes, then obviously there's a cost that's attached to it. If you say no, I'll sew the hair as you've sent it to me. If you've previously used your hair for a weave, most likely your weavologist would have cut some of the wefts, which means that when you go through and cut the wefts of the hair, it's gonna make the hair shed even more. So when I receive hair that's been cut, I prefer to seal the wefts on the end at the very least, and make sure that the shedding has been contained. Even when I cut my wefts at the front of my units, I will cut it and then I'll seal both ends and then I'll continue sewing. The way I see it, if you're buying hair on its own, it's a big investment. If you're making a wig, it's an even bigger investment. If you're going monthly to do weaves, that is also an investment in itself. We ladies love taking care of ourselves and our hair, so why not just make sure that you're saving that little bit of extra money? I like to save myself some money and save you some money. Let's say you buy hair bundles for 2,500 krona. For me, the way I calculate it, and I'm very economical when it comes to beauty and hair and things like that, every single strand that you lose is about 2 krona. Calculate that. It means every morning when you're losing 10 strands, times it by 2, that's 20 crowns. Now multiply that by 30 days, for example, and see how much money you're losing. So I'm here today to help you save your extensions, make them last longer and not have to spend as much money on hair as maybe you are. The product that I use to seal my wefts, I prefer Prim Fray Check. Now you can see that right here. It's Prim Fray Check. It is fabric glue. People use it for carpets, for clothing when it's like fraying. It dries very clear, it's very see-through. It comes in this bottle. It has a tiny nozzle. I've seen people use the sealants that look like nail polish. I find those very, very hard to work with. I prefer running this along the wefts and just getting it done once and for all. You can buy them off eBay, you can buy them off Amazon, you can buy them from a couple of shops in Stockholm. If you're in the US, you can buy them from Sally's Beauty Supply Store. If you're in the UK, you can get them from Wilkinson's. I buy them in bulk, so I buy about 20 at the same time, which makes it easier because I do process a lot of hair on a weekly basis. God, on a daily basis, I seal constantly. But just think about it. You buy extensions, you spend a lot of money on them, and then you're losing that money on the floor, and it's not like you can weft it back onto the hair. But if you use this procedure, your extension should last you twice its lifespan, even if not triple, because you won't lose as many hair strands. Where you're losing 5 a day, you might be losing 1 every other day. And that's it. So before I make this unit, I just thought I'd do an introduction and then I will go into the process of sealing the wefts. So follow me. So start by laying your wefts flat on an even surface and grab the bottle and turn it upside down and basically go along the wefts. Don't worry if the glue actually touches any of the hair. It's completely not a problem because it dries clear, so there is no problem that you're going to glue together the hair strands. It's most effective for the wefts. I'm not wearing gloves to do this exercise because I've noticed that whenever the glue even stains my hands, you can just peel it off with no issues. So just follow the wefts and try as best as possible to keep them laying flat and keep running the fabric glue along the wefts itself. Here's a close-up of what it looks like and where you should be laying the glue. Here, then turn over your wefts when one side has been done and start on the other side. Repeat the same procedure, ensuring that the wefts have been fully reinforced with the glue along its entire length. This generally takes me 5 minutes to do each bundle, but if you're new, take your time and give it 10 minutes to do every bundle. It's best to get the job done well than to get it done quick, because if you get it done quick and it's not well, you still have the same problem with shedding. As I'm showing you, that's where it should be touching, that's where the glue should be going down. Here's a closer look at the glue. And you can see it's clear, and when it dries it just goes invisible. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do subscribe, like and share.